It's no longer a new news. What we have been waiting for has finally happened. We saw it coming. $1 is now 800 naira plus as of the time I'm making this video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you everything you need to know about creating a dollar account in Nigeria, creating a domiciliary account in Nigeria, the frequently asked questions and the whole processes you need to take to have a domiciliary account in any of the Nigerian banks. Make sure you sit to the end of the video as you'll be learning even the best bank you should try creating a domiciliary account with that will help you in doing more transactions with your international clients. Having said that, let's go into this video. What you'll be learning from this video is from one of the live classes I attended on Facebook, and I got this influencer, this entrepreneur. He explained in details everything about domiciliary account in Nigeria. So make sure you pay close attention as I'll be playing the video right now for you.
In this video, I won't be spending much time showing you how to open a dollar account in any Nigerian bank. But please take note of this. There is a difference between a dollar account and a foreign account. So a dollar account is actually an account that you can be able to use to receive dollar payments in your Nigerian bank. But a foreign account is an account that you have in another country's bank. For instance, you open a dollar account in maybe a Bank of America or any foreign bank at all. So that's a foreign account, and that's the difference. All right. So, but in this video, I'm going to expose to you how you can open a dollar account in any Nigerian bank. So why am I doing this video? I realized that a lot of online entrepreneurs are actually having one particular issue: how to receive their payments. All right, how to receive the dollar payment. Now, there are several platforms you can actually use to receive your dollar payment. All right, there are several platforms you can actually use to receive your dollar payment, and I made mention of these platforms a few days ago. I talked about TransferGo, I talked about Western Union, MoneyGram, PayPal, Payoneer, SendWave, PaySend, and the rest of them. So, but in this video, it's just about how you can be able to receive your dollar payments in cash. All right, in cash. All right. So, how can you get a dollar account? All right. So, first of all, before you want to proceed to the bank to open a dollar account, now you can't do this online. The best way to do this is to go straight to the bank. All right, so that's why I'm doing this video, to tell you exactly what document you need to put up together in order to open that particular account. If you're watching me, please just drop a comment so I know who is watching and where you're watching from. All right, so how can you open a dollar account? Now, I realize that a lot of online entrepreneurs are having issues trying to receive payments, and sometimes if you're using a third-party platform to receive payment, what happens is that you're going to be charged, and it's actually ridiculous because of the CBN policy and the rest of them. It affects you. Sometimes when a client pays you $100, they are going to charge you maybe $10 or $5 charge, and it's very frustrating. You won't get the exact amount that you are paid. But so that's why it's important for you to have a dollar account. Please just type where you're watching from. All right, so that's why it's important for you to have a dollar account. So what can you do in order to have a dollar account in any Nigerian bank? So there are certain documents that should be prepared. Okay, so the first document that should be prepared is a valid ID. All right, a valid ID. So a valid ID has to do with either an international passport, national ID card, international passport, national ID card, and your PVC. These are the three valid ID that the bank will accept when you're starting the process to open a dollar account in any Nigerian bank. So when you go to the bank, let's say UBA, one of the things they will ask you is a valid ID. So you see that you go with an international passport, you go with a national ID card, or your PVC. That's the first document to prepare. Now the second document to get is a utility bill. All right, utility bill. and the utility bill is NEPA bill. Yeah, your NEPA bill. So when you're going, the bank is also going to ask you to provide a NEPA bill. Now, when you're providing a NEPA bill, any NEPA bill that you're providing should be a recent one that is below 3 months old. All right, so if it will do you more favor if you can provide one that was done last month, but any utility bill that is below 3 months old is acceptable. But anyone that is 4 months old, 5 months old, any utility bill that is 4, 5, 6 months old will not be accepted. So it is important. So the first thing is your valid ID, international passport, national ID card, or PVC. And the second requirement that the bank will want to get from you is your utility bill. That's it. Now the third requirement is a recent passport photograph. Right? The third requirement is a recent passport photograph. If you want to open a dollar account in any Nigerian bank, you need a recent passport photograph. When you go to the bank, you're going to get around 3 or 4 copies of that passport photograph, because you will be filling a form, and that form that you're filling will require you to stamp the passport on each section of that particular form. That's the third requirement from you. The fourth requirement, which happens to be the most complicated, and I'm going to take time to explain this, all right? That's the fourth requirement, is that you are expected to bring 2 signatures, all right? You're expected to bring 2 signatures of two reference signatures. Yeah, 2 reference signatures. So what does it mean? Now, when you go to the bank and you tell them you want to open a dollar account, they're going to give you a form, 2 forms, right? They'll give you 2 forms actually. And the first form that you'll be given is the form that contains all the details, your own details, where you fill in your own details. And the second form is actually a form that will be given to you to send it to current account owners. So let me explain. They said 2 signatures, 2 reference signatures from 2 current account owners. So that form, you take the form, give it to someone that has a current account. Someone that has what? A current account. You give it to 2 current account owners to sign the signature as a reference for you, to sign their signature and also impute their current account details. That's just it. All right, so you must get 2 persons that has a current account to impute their current account details and also their signature. That's the reference that they are looking for, just 2 persons. So they'll make it very easy for you. All right, they'll make it very easy for you. If you want to open a dollar account in a bank like UBA, I advise that when you are given the form, the reference form, take it to 2 persons that have current account in UBA. Let me explain. When I went to open my dollar account, it took me the first 4 months or the first 6 months before I was able to officially open that account, because it was difficult for me to find current account owners in the same bank, UBA. It was very difficult. So I sent them current account owners from different banks. They accepted it, but what they had to do is that they will have to send emails to the bank of those references to confirm if they actually have current accounts in their bank. And you're not the only person going through this process. So you have to wait for their turn for the bank to now respond to that email before they continue the process of activating your dollar account. So the best way to make it easier for you is that you find current account owners, all right? Current account owners in the same bank you're opening the dollar account. So they will just have to confirm there in that same bank. When they confirm, they continue your process immediately. So if you do this, it's very possible that you can open your dollar account in 24 hours. But if you have to bring references from another bank, it can take up to 2 weeks, 3 months, 2 weeks, 1 month, or 2 months before they can confirm and then continue your process to officially activate it. So that's the fourth requirement for you to open a dollar account.
Hey there, I'm very sure you are getting value from this video you are watching right now. So what I want you to do now is to like this video and make sure you share it with any of your friends that will be in need of it. If you have any question, let me hear from you in the comment section.
Now the fifth requirement is, which is the final one, is for you to have minimum $100 to deposit. Yeah. Now most banks will ask you to deposit at least $100 in the bank, in your account, to officially open it. Don't worry, the money is your own. Okay, the money is your own. They are not telling you to deposit the money because they want to take it for any charge. The money is your own. You just have to you just have to deposit to officially open your account. But most banks will tell you that don't worry, you don't have to deposit, you can just fill in. Just the moment you just get all the requirements, you can proceed from there. Some bank will tell you, like UBA asked me to deposit $100, but I didn't deposit because I already had little money hanging there. All I had to do was just provide the requirement and then unlock the account. So these are the requirements, just 5 requirements to enable you to open a dollar account in any Nigerian bank. Now I'm going to repeat them. The first one is a valid ID, international passport, national ID card, or your PVC. The second one is a recent passport photograph. 4. Go with 4. The third requirement is a utility bill, not more than 3 months old. It should be less than 3 months old. Utility bill, that's your NEPA bill. All right. Whether you're using prepaid or you're using any of those ones, just provide it. That's the third one. The fourth one is the 2 reference signatures. All right. Good thing you can do for yourself is make sure these reference signatures of current account owners are from the same bank. And then the final one is a $100 deposit. So these are actually the 5 requirements that you need in order for you to officially have a dollar account in any Nigerian bank. So if you have any question, you can drop your questions and I will try as much as I can to respond. So I'm sharing these things with you because this is I have experienced this, and I have seen frustrations from a lot of online entrepreneurs that they don't have a dollar account and they don't know how to open such. Now, why is it important for you to have a dollar account? Remember a post I made around a few days ago. I talked about different international fast and reliable platforms you can use to receive funds. But here's the problem. The reference must not be from the same bank. But why I said the same bank is that it will be easy and fast for them to confirm and proceed with your account. But if you, for instance, you want to open a dollar account in a bank like Access Bank, and you give them a reference from UBA, they will have to send emails with your details to UBA to confirm. And remember, you're not the only one going through this process, so you wait for your turn. So imagine they can take up to 1 week or 3 days or even 2 weeks. Mine, it took up to 6 months, and that 6 months was because even the current account details that was given to me to submit was not correct. I had to find another person. So it's good if you go with the current account details reference of the same bank. So that same bank will just confirm there, and if something is wrong, they tell you that it's wrong. You should go back, and if something is right, they proceed with your account. All right. So if you are receiving funds, let's say you have a $500 payment from the US, and you want to use a platform like Seller to receive that money, and you don't have a dollar account, it's going to be very, very frustrating because the conversion rate of Seller is very low, and then you are losing. But if you want to use platforms like SendWave to receive the payment, all you have to do is to send your dollar account details to the person, and they make payments. Now, if they are making payments, they can make payments straight into your dollar account. That's one. Or they can make payment as cash pickup, meaning that when they make payment, all you have to do is to go with your reference codes to the bank and withdraw and be able to access the money in hard currency. Then you can decide to either convert the money in all of these aboki guys with the current exchange rate, or you can deposit that hard currency into your dollar account. It's that easy. Now, another thing is, I'm going to show you something. Another thing is, if you are opening a dollar account and you successfully open a dollar account, to save yourself excess costs, try to have a dollar check. Now, this is a dollar check. This is what a dollar check looks like. All right. Now, this is just 50 pages of a dollar check. You can decide to order for 100 pages or 80 pages, or this is 50 pages. And you can see here, you can look at this. So if I want to withdraw any money from the bank from my dollar account, all I have to do is to write. For instance, all I have to do is to, you can see here, some write-ups here about the person I'm making payment to. You write your amount you want to withdraw, and you give it to them over the counter, and they give you the money in hard currency. And that's just it. Opening a dollar account is very simple, it's very easy, it's very fast, and it's one of the best ways you can actually access your money without anybody cutting excess charge from it ridiculously. And I guess that's the best thing that you can do for yourself and your business at large. So in case you have any question, you can drop your questions and I will definitely attend to them. So while I'm waiting for questions, there are several platforms you should not use to receive dollar payments. And I'm going to warn you that there are several platforms you should not use to receive dollar payments. Now, I will mention this platform based on my own personal experience. And I may not know all. And I'm going to mention the ones I have used and the one that almost choked me. So the first platform you should avoid using is PaySend. PaySend, please. Avoid using PaySend to receive dollar payments from anybody in any country. Reasons are, PaySend is actually available in most countries. In Nigeria, it's available, but not the only bank PaySend is available in is Access. Yet, the network is not always strong. So sometimes you want to go withdraw your money from PaySend. Someone sent you money using PaySend and you want to go withdraw the money. You will go to the bank always, and bank will tell you the site is not opening. But in your phone, it's opening, and they tell you the site is not opening. Does all commercial banks have such services? Yes. All. Yeah. To my best knowledge, yes. All commercial banks in Nigeria have services for dollar accounts. Yes. But please, I'm going to warn you, there are certain banks you should not dare open your dollar account in. There are certain banks you should not try to open your dollar account with. Now, these banks are actually, the processes are very complicated. Some banks, when you work with them, the processes are easy. Now, first bank I'm going to recommend is UBA. Find a way to open your dollar account in UBA. The services are okay. Second bank is, UBA. Because I love the UBA is one of the first, and that's what I'm using. UBA is okay. Okay, they don't give any kind of outrageous charges. No, they don't. UBA is first for me. The second one is Access. The third one is GT. The fourth one is possibly Zenith. Now, I first of all mentioned these four banks because these banks have international connections. For instance, there are times when you want to go through a website to receive or send payment, you find out that there is only one bank in Nigeria that has such service in that website. Sometimes I see Zenith, sometimes I see Access, sometimes I see only UBA. So, but UBA first, secondly is Access, third is GT before any other bank. Yeah, you can go for Fidelity as well. Fidelity is also good, but please avoid First Bank. Please avoid First Bank. Polaris Bank, avoid Polaris Bank, and some other banks, avoid them. Even Eco Bank, please avoid Eco Bank. Do I need to have a savings or current account before I can open a dollar account? You don't need to have. I don't know what this is your question. I don't know if you mean to have such account in the same bank, but I advise it is okay if you have a dollar account and a naira account in the same bank. I advise it's okay. For instance, I want to open a dollar account in Access. I already have a dollar account in UBA, but I want to open a dollar account in Access. But it will take me 6 months to get that dollar account to be eligible to have a dollar account in Access. So the first thing I have to do is to open a naira account in Access, and then after 6 months, I will be eligible to open a dollar account in Access. So it's good because if, for instance, you want to get a dollar account in a particular bank and you have a naira account in that same bank, it will be easy for them to be able to track you in the sense that you can be able to move your money easily from a dollar account to your naira, or from your naira account to your dollar account, and other transactions will be easy for you. But if you have only a dollar account in one bank and no naira account there, it will be very, very frustrating for you. Yeah, it will be very frustrating. Another website you should avoid when receiving payments is Azimo. There's a website called Azimo, and with Azimo you can actually be able to receive dollar payment, but please avoid Azimo. I made a video on my YouTube channel a few months ago, and I mentioned some of the websites you can use, and I also mentioned Azimo, but the last time I checked, which was a few months ago, Azimo is no longer available in Nigeria, I guess. Yeah, Azimo is no longer available in Nigeria. So there are websites you should avoid when receiving payments. Okay, World Remit is okay, very, very recommended. MoneyGram is okay, very recommended. Western Union as well. Sendwave, very, very okay. If you're using Sendwave to receive payment, you're actually using the right website. Yeah, Sendwave is okay, and few other banks as well is okay. If you're using Payoneer to receive payment maybe as a freelancer, please, when opening an account with Payoneer, open an individual account, not a company account. If you open a company account, it will be difficult for you to withdraw your money. It will be almost impossible. So are there service charges for receiving dollar in my account or for running the dollar account? There is no service charge. There is no service charge. The bank will not charge you for receiving dollar. In fact, anybody that is paying dollar into your dollar account, anybody that is paying money into your dollar account, the person will be the one to pay. And this is the good thing about receiving payment using your dollar account. And I'm going to tell you, this is the good thing. You are able to withdraw your money in hard currency, and there will be you can be able to exchange it in the current exchange rate. So if you receive a payment of $100 straight into your dollar account, you can exchange it, and you can get up to 90k, because depending on the current exchange rate. If your dollar is 900 now, then you're getting up to 90,000 naira cash. But if you're using a third-party platform, they will cut your money. Payments, platforms like Seller, platforms like Flutterwave, they will cut your money. So avoid those platforms, except you've run out of options. But it is important that you have a dollar account. Okay. So ask if in case you have more questions, you can drop your questions. If you're receiving payments using Western Union, MoneyGram, World Remit, Western Union, MoneyGram, World Remit, if you're receiving payments using these platforms, and it is not, if it is cash pickup, it means you have to go to the bank with your reference code, fill a form, where they verify, they give you the money. And when they are giving you the money that you receive, let's say for instance, you receive $1,000 with any of these three websites that I mentioned, there's something they call incentive. There's something, CBN incentive. So CBN will give you a tip, that is, and they call it an incentive. CBN will give you a tip for receiving payment using any of these websites that I mentioned: Western Union, World Remit, MoneyGram. So even if you receive as low as $50 or $100 using this website, CBN will definitely give you an incentive. If you ever use this website and you didn't receive any incentive, then the bank is robbing you. Tell them that you need your incentive, they will give you now your money with that. All right. Can someone pay from abroad, US, Canada, UK, directly into your dollar account in Nigeria Commercial Bank? Yes. Absolutely yes. I have received it so many times. Using SendWave, they can send your money straight into your account. Yeah, using SendWave. Using World Remit, they can send money straight into your account. Using TransferGo, they can send money straight into your account. I don't know for any other platforms, but I just mentioned the ones I have used. With SendWave, they can send money from any country straight into your dollar account. With SendWave, with SendWave, with TransferGo, and also with one other one I mentioned, which is World Remit. They can be able to send money straight into your dollar account. You don't have to just send them your details and they'll send you the money. It's that easy. Yeah, it's that easy. Now take note of this, that with TransferGo is to receive money from people from Europe. Yeah, to receive money from people in Europe, European countries, Russia, Germany, Ukraine, and the rest of them. But with SendWave, you can receive payment from people in the US. Yeah, in the US. So that's it. With Western Unions, both Europe and US, and with MoneyGram, you can be able to receive payment from people in Africa. I have used MoneyGram to receive from Sierra Leone, Congo Brazzaville, and a few other African countries as well. So that's it. Last question: what are the basic requirements to open a dollar account? That was the first thing I mentioned, but I'm going to do it again. The first thing I mentioned before when I started this video: what are the requirements to open a dollar account? The first requirement is a valid ID. The first requirement to open a dollar account in any Nigerian bank, UBA, Access, Zenith, is a valid ID. International passport, national ID card, or the PVC. That's the first requirement. The second requirement is a recent passport photograph. Go with 4 recent passport photographs. 4. Just go with it. That's the second requirement. The third requirement is utility bill. It should be below 3 months old. It should be below 3 months old. 1, 2, 3 months old. With utility bill. Whether you're using a prepaid or using the other method, go with your utility bill. That's the third requirement. The fourth requirement is a reference signature from a current account owner. Reference signature from a current account owner. The bank will give you a form to take it to anybody who has a current account to sign, as a reference. But you should take note of this, like I said, to make it easy for you. The current account owners should have account in that same bank you want to open your dollar account, so they can easily and sharply confirm and continue with your process. That's the fourth requirement. Then the fifth requirement, which is the final one, is most banks will ask you to deposit at least $100. Some banks will tell you don't deposit. As long as you have the requirement completed, you can then proceed. So that's just it.
Thank you for sticking to the end of this video. If you have not liked the video, please like it. Like it right now. Alright, so subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Alright, so you can check the description of this video to get more amazing videos that will help you to become more productive and make money online.